This video is all about tearing down what we just made. So we just made a nice little welcome screen here, which is probably the most styled stuff we've had so far in the course. We're actually going to want to tear down a lot of it, and the reason why is because we want to make a new file specifically for our landing screen, and we're going to take a lot of that code inside of app.js and put it in there. Now, why didn't we do this at first? We could have, but sometimes it's nice to just like see how you can kind of break things down and put them back where they should be in another file with React, because you're going to be doing it a lot. I've done it countless times, so it's good practice. The first thing you're going to want to do is inside of PokeSearch at the top level, if you're using Sublime or whatever you're using, just go ahead and make a new folder inside, and we're going to call this folder src for source. So once I have this folder made, I can go ahead and make a new file, a new JavaScript file, and this one we will call landing.js. Beware of the capital L. It's not super conventional to use a capital L for your file names as you do for your component names, but usually you want to keep them somewhat similar or somewhat consistent. I actually used to do like underscores and lowercase, but recently I switched to just keeping the name of the file the same as the name as the component that we're going to build. So hit save and then import React from React. So we're going to start getting used to doing this part pretty soon, and then we're going to want to import a couple things from React Native. The first is a view, and the second is a text. I always like doing that even if we're not going to use them, and then take them out as need be later on. I guess just to let you know, the reason why you would want to take them out if you're not using them is because anytime you're importing a component using like the ES6 import stuff that we're doing up top here, it's not tremendous, but it's taking a little bit of time away from your device or your app when it's trying to run, and you want to keep things as fast as possible. That's just good programming. So the next thing we need to do is create our landing component. So we'll say class landing extends react.component, and inside here make the render function and then return some stuff, and we're just going to return a base view right now. Oops, base view like this, just kind of open-ended, and then export this landing. Oops, default landing, just like that. I can't really type right now. And then we're just going to save it. Now nothing's going to happen to our screen because we haven't hooked it up anywhere, but this is being exported so we could access it in our app. Now we're going to start pulling some things over to landing, so let's take a look at some of the things we need here. I suppose we're going to need probably all of this code inside of here, so we're just going to drag everything inside that image and just cut it out, and then go inside the landing here and paste that inside the view. And I'm just going to correct this because we want it to be nice and organized like that. And the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to grab this button from Native Base. We can just cut that and then put that inside of our landing here like that. Let's see, we're using platform and image, so let's go ahead and just add these over inside of React Native like this. Or actually, we're not going to use platform, we're not going to use platform for the landing. We'll keep that on app.js, but we will use the image component from React Native because we have it right here. And then obviously we just had we built all these styles, so we're going to need those too. So let's go ahead and just cut all of these from there, and we're left with just like a blank container, which is perfectly fine for what we're trying to do right now. And inside our landing, just let's make that styles object real quick, const styles, and paste in that code that we just took from, oops, let's grab all of this, that code that we just took from our app.js. Now if we save this, it's going to refresh, and we're going to have nothing. Oops, that's good. We didn't have nothing on screen because we didn't save the app.js. If we save the app.js, it'll also have nothing on screen. I almost forgot, we do want the background image as well. Almost forgot that, and we'll just pop that inside of our landing.js at the top. Now what we're going to want to do inside of our app.js is import landing from, and go ahead and target that source area, so src/landing, just like that. And then inside the view tags say landing. So this is our first component that we actually created that we're importing into our app at the top, right? So we're taking a component that we developed and nesting it in to app. So if we run this, hopefully there's no errors. Uh-oh. Oh, so I forgot about this too. So we just took that background require from app.js and put it in landing. Except the problem was the require was looking at assets icons from where app was, but now we have to tell this require statement where the image is from landing. Now landing is not on the same level as app, it's inside of a folder, so all we have to do is just add another dot right there, which basically just means pop me out. So instead of dot basically means go into a folder, dot means take me out of that folder. So dot goes up to source, and then assets go over to assets, and then icons down into icons, and then landing, there it is. So if we save this now and reload the app, we should have no problems, and bam, there it is, working just fine, just like the way we wanted it to, except this time we have landing on a separate page, which is exactly what we want. Now in the next video, hopefully we might get into a little bit of routing. I'll see. I got to look at my notes, but we're definitely going to be continuing on with this Pokemon app, making it pretty awesome. See you then.